Look, as we should know, like from the summary of the Battle of Uhud, Islam does not come easy and Allah does always give us victory. But the reason being that if Muslims would always have victory, then many of us would forget about the one who gave us that victory and instead we will fill up with pride. Therefore we must always remember that happiness comes from Allah, but difficulties are also from Allah, but we bestow upon ourselves like the archers did in the battle. And also the Muslims in this battle is the fact that they cannot depend on or trust anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For when they trusted the group led by Abdullah ibn Ubay, it turned out that they were indeed hypocrites. They turned their backs and they did not participate in the battle. When Abdullah bin Haram tried to stop them and convince them to come back and fight, they claimed, if we had known you would really fight, we would have not turned back. To which the following verse was revealed. And the hypocrites also, these were told, come fight in the way of Allah, or at least drive the foe from your city. They say, had we known to fighting would take place, we would certainly have followed you. They were that day nearer to unbelief than to faith, saying with their lips what was not in their hearts. But Allah hath full knowledge of all they conceal. And also, whatever happens, the fighter must never disobey the order given from the head or leader. Disobedience of the prudent, discerning leader leads to loss in battle. The archers on top of the mountain did this exactly. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave them firm, clear order as to what the archers were supposed to do. Even with this clear order, the pagan, this clear order, they disobeyed the Prophet and they went down from the mountain when they saw like we were winning. So the pagans were defeated and the women were fleeing. Most of the archers decided to move from their places and celebrate their victory, even though the commander tried to stop them, they did not listen. Muhammad already explained this. As they did this, Khalid bin Walid saw the move and he came along the outside from around the mountain. Also, another lesson that was learnt is never to be greedy. Materialism and greedy in the booty and any other situation leads to failure and defeat. The only reason the archers left their post at the battle was because they saw all the booty lying in the open waiting for them. They wanted to get there first to get their share. So this same thing happened in Hunayn when the Muslims won at the beginning. Some of the Muslims, overcome by greed, stopped pursuing the enemy, which was the sole purpose of coming to Uhud. The success of the Muslims depends on the obedience of the Prophet ﷺ. As long as they carry out his commands, Allah will help them in facing all kinds of odds. But when they will set aside his commands in the pursuit of worldly riches, they are bound to come to grief. Another relevant issue of great significance says in the customary of prophets to be tried with different adversities. Nevertheless, the final outcome is positively in the favor. As Allah says, did you think that you will never enter heaven without Allah testing those of you who fought hard in His cause and remain steadfast? And another ayat, and slacken not in following up the enemy. If you are suffering hardships, they are suffering similar hardships, but you have hope from Allah while they have none, and Allah is full of knowledge and wisdom. After discussing all the lessons from the Battle of Uhud, there is one final lesson. That is the lessons of patience, sabr, for the loss of lives of the loved ones. It was the greatest test for the Muslims at the end of the battle to find out about the martyrs. Some were strong and others grieved. Fathers, brothers, uncles, husbands and grandfathers were also lost. Even the Prophet ﷺ grieved over the body of his uncle Hamza radiallahu anhu, who had been one of the greatest martyrs of all time. His body had been badly mutilated by Hind bint Utbah. Seeing his body made, the Prophet cursed the Meccans. Never, he said, never have I felt more anger than I feel now. He said, and when next Allah gives me victory over Quraysh, I will mutilate 30 of the dead. But soon after this came a revelation from Allah saying, if you punish, then punish with the like of that wherewith you were afflicted. But if you endure patiently, verily it is better for the patient. Endure thou patiently, O Muhammad. Thy endurance is only by the help of Allah. Grieve not for them and be not in distress because of that which they devise.